So this is Fam Electric Ghost, and we're talking about a trio of releases that we put out for the late April. So this is late April releases from Fam Electric Ghost or Peg that are out now. We do want to mention that we are a featured podcast on the Newsly platform. So use coupon code GHOST and get 1 month free premium subscription so you can stop scrolling and start listening. Our podcast is on Newsly. Now, typically, we interview guests from all around the world, multiple topics. We're expansive in that way. We talk to shamans, CEOs, therapists, authors, musicians, business owners, all kinds of people. But we are a musician, podcaster, producer, and we're going to be talking about expansive sound. And so, for one of the things people say, well, how could you do your day job and podcast and write albums? And in late April, we released 3 albums, and we have another album coming out next month. So it was like, well, how could you do that? Well, music to us is very therapeutic. It's cathartic, and it's just something we naturally get into. And so this is episode 885 of our podcast. And we've been doing it for a while, and it's kind of like the fact that we're at 885 episodes shows that our consistency. Like, as a musician, we're not the type of musician that writes a song and then disappears for 5 years. We keep on writing all the time, and that's just part of our nature. So the late releases that we're into, there's 3 albums we put out. One of them was pretty risque. It's called "The Subs Be Satisfied Tonight," so you can kind of get into that. Then the other one was called "You Don't Got It But You Flaunt It," and the last one is "A Loud Love Loud." So these are 3 albums that all came out Friday, and we're actually gonna do a show a screen where we have the landing page for one of these albums. So we're actually gonna put the landing page up right now for "You Don't Got It But You Flaunt It," and that'll be clickable when you go to check out this episode. But we're gonna put it out uh, for everybody to see right now. So we're going through and creating the banner, which you can do here on StreamYard. So we're going to create that banner and we're going to set it up. And this is for the album "You Don't Got It But You Flaunt It." So I'm actually typing that. "You don't got it, but you flaunt it." Now, with this album, we did went back to like what we originally did as an artist back in 2016. We originally did what we call sound paintings, and when we did that kind of stuff, it wasn't really any vocals. But the difference is with this new style that we're doing is that we added some samples. We wrote these songs using the Kai Force, which is an MPC based tool. And what we like about the MPC based tool of the Kai Force is that you can link other synths to it. We have a grandmother from Moog, and we have a Roland JD08. And what's cool is previously we used an Arturia Beatstep Pro, and we still use it a lot. But the Kai Force sequencer is very powerful, and the drum machines inside, or the drum plugins within the Kai um, infrastructure are very usable, and it has a lot of capability. So we liked trying this, and we've been using the Kai Force for the last 2 albums, Peg Forever and Trash Wave. So it's all over these albums, but it also features our analog synths like the grandmother and the Moog Mother 32 and the Moog DFAM. And we're a big fan of analog synths because of what they can do. But we're going to get into one of the title track from "You Don't Got It But You Flaunt It." We're going to show off that landing page right now. So the landing page link, if we can bring that up, we're trying to get it up right now. Yeah, there we go. Well, it was there for a second. There we go. So the link for it is, if you go if you're out listening to the audio, is https forward slash found.ee, then forward slash LW capital K, lowercase n, lowercase k. So that's https forward slash found.ee /LW capital K N lowercase k. And that'll be clickable. And that's the album You Don't Got It, But You Flaunt It. So what we're going to do now is we're going to actually switch over to the, a bigger screen of this, and you can see the landing page. And what this does is it allows people to actually find the album wherever they want to. So you can get it on Tidal, you can get it on Deezer, you can get it on Spotify, you can get it on Pandora. And for some reason, Apple, it's not out right now, even though we released it. Like sometimes they take longer to put it out, or they decide they don't want it, or I don't know what they're doing. But it is on Spotify and Tidal and Deezer and Pandora. So it's also on YouTube if you check out YouTube Music. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go into this landing page and find the actual Spotify version of the album. We're gonna open up the Spotify. Yeah, we're gonna open up that right now, and we're actually gonna play the title track because now we got to get into the title track. So let's get into it. So the title track, You Don't Got It, But You Flaunt It, is an instrumental, but it's got like sample, uh, a little bit of a sample, and it's kind of like an experimental electronic music. It's not exactly EDM, it's not exactly techno, it's more expansive sound. So we're gonna play this song right now and see if you get into it. So we have some other songs that were queued up, but we don't want to play that one. We're gonna play You Don't Got It, But You Flaunt It. Get it to play. Yeah, it's always nice with on on some other platform. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna get out of here and go into it from our account because we were trying to go to it and maybe didn't think that we're actually on our account. So that's one thing you have to do with the net. So let's get into it. Let's figure it out. So just hold a second. We're trying to get into the web player and get into our albums. So hopefully there's a lot of albums here, but we're going to try to get to our album and get to what we want to play. Very interesting. And maybe because we're in Spotify, I'm not sure why it doesn't. I think it's because we're actually in Spotify. So we got to get that. Yeah, it's like it's thinking I'm on my phone. So do this going on. Here we go. So this song is called "You Don't Die But You Flaunt It." And it's an instrumental. We're actually gonna play another record called "Speed, Speed, Speed." So what's interesting about that song, it's instrumental, but it's got the repetitive kind of chant of breath, 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 and we just felt in a lot of these songs that are on these albums, there's a lot of instrumentals that have that kind of feel, but we also have songs on these albums that actually have lyrics, and so we're gonna actually go and grab one of those songs, and we're gonna go to our main page on out there, and we're gonna play a track from his "Loud Love Loud." And just hold a second. Gonna get into that. So we're gonna play a track from "A Loud Love Is Loud," and it's a track that has vocals. So it's called "Geared Up, Clutch, Poppin' Good Times." And we're gonna stay over to that. And this is an example of our style of expansive sound, where we get into you know, using our vocal capability, which we started. If people watch our podcast, we didn't start singing until 2016, and we started using our Josephine electric voice that was created using vocal transformers technology from Roland on the JDXI analog synth, and then we moved to the VT3 vocal transformer, which is monophonic, and then we started using the four voice polyphonic VT4 vocal transformer. But for this particular track, we're actually using the VT3 and running through some Behringer transformers and into a Zoom R20 using a compressor on it, and you'll hear the sound of what this sounds like. We're using a 512 audio microphone, and so here we go with this track. So we're trying to get it to play. Let's get it into it right now. Yeah, we got to get back into it. Okay, we've got it queued up. Let's play it. Oh, that's not the right song. It's always fun when the system doesn't want to do what you want. I think geared up, clutch, good all over that night. When I was approaching the red line, looking at Robert, look in her eyes. Geared wish that she was on mine. Get up, cause from behind, she got to roll back. Look in her eyes. Get up, cause good times. Like the skyline, she was on mine. Hold back, look in her eyes. Get up, I wish she was home, right? Searching red and now we're going to play another instrumental from this album called Sonic Whisper. We're going to dig into that now. Now we're gonna seg into a song using my Josephine electric voice. A song called Down Pillow Scene. Now this is very experimental. It's not probably what you expect, but it's our Josephine electric voice that we've been doing since 2016. And the song is called Down Pillow Scenes with Josephine.
Don't be greedy, I'm not easy. Don't be greedy, don't be cleaner. I know exactly what you told me. I know exactly you're looking glassy. Oh, you got me a robber thief. Oh, shit. Is that clean? That's not clean. Yeah, that's that down below thing. Where you got the me. It's not easy to be clean. All those open on that scene. It's not easy trying to be me. I know you can't stay with me. And where is it that down pillows? Where we try to be each other's men. I'm not Instagram queen. I'm like Instagram queen. I'm not your Instagram queen. I'm not anything but another part of between the sheets. I'm not anything that you need. Don't you know I'm the last thing you need. Sonic distance ain't easy to be. We got all these producers that want it so damn pretty. Sonic distance not an easy thing to be. We got all these producers cloning names. That's not me. MC202 is everything to me. And I am most it's not clean. My dollar producer don't need a dolphin. Into that down the pillows. I'm into everything you don't need. My system on and me. We get down between the sheets. It's MC202. I know you don't understand. You don't know you're this woman, oh man. Down Bell City, the MC202 thing. You're at the business, and you know I could bet you anything. I could bet you down. And anything, I can bed you down in any dream. I'm in the dirty, I'm the true, and I know that's nothing that you need. Bed you down in a wet dream. I know you can't get into the red old material thing. I can bed you down into anything. I know you don't feel that knowing. You don't feel anything but the sound of your own voice that rings every time you try to sing. I know you don't feel anything, even when you try to stay. I know you can tell every time you want to tap that day. I know that spell every time you want to tap that day. The down pedal thing. Oh, call that the sonic dissonance. I know you don't feel anything.
So that was Josephine Electric in the song Down Pillow Scenes. It's a really good example of what we call expansive sound. It's a combination of like new wave and progressive rock and funk, and it's like it's all played by me. You know, I'm actually using my voice through a vocal transformer. In that case, the VT3 from Roland, which allows me to create the character of Josephine Electric. She's a dissonance queen. You know, we purposely are doing something that's dissonant. It's kind of freeform jazz, a little bit fusion, rock, funk. It's got a lot of piano, and that piano is all hand played, and bass lines that go on and on. It's not something that is that type of thing that people play today or even listen to today, but it's just something that we're into, and it actually doesn't come from a loud love is loud. It comes from an album called the subs be satisfied tonight, and it's a re-release of a song that we did back in like 2018, and we thought it didn't get enough attention, so we put it back out in this collection, and then we probably kind of sabotaged it by giving the title of the album such a crazy name. But there's something about that song I really like, and it does show the Josephine Electric voice what I can do with it. And the fact that within Phantom Electric Ghost, the whole backstory of the Ghost is the fact that it's a band of ghosts. It's kind of like the Gorillas, except I'm creating all the voices, and I'm using vocal transformer technology to do Josephine's voice and the Phantom's voice, and another character called the Stephanie, who's Josephine's sister. And so I create these characters, and I use the characters in the songs, and it tells that story. You know, Josephine's talking about these down pedal scenes. It's kind of this like the sonic dissonance is not easy to be. You know, and that's the idea of the song, and that she's talking about a partner that's kind of like not truly really there with her. It's more of a codependent relationship, and it's not really working. But the only thing they have is like this like partnership between the sheets, and then they got the sonic dissonance that's kind of representative of the relationship. It's a strange song, but it just shows where your imagination can go, and it's part of what we like to do with the expansive sound and see what's possible, what's in our head, and we just put it out there. You're into it or you're not into it. But a lot of the songs that we put out with these trio of albums, there's a lot of instrumentals. There's using Josephine's voice, and there's a lot of interesting songs. And one of the songs from that we really like, another song that we created called "Dressed Up Trash Run," that we're going to play as the last song we're going to play today from all these you know what we have for all of our albums that we just released at the end of April. So what we're going to get into is the song called "Dressed Up Trash Run." And the thing about that song, it was kind of like this idea. We heard as though the story that during the pandemic, people were dressing up to take out the trash. That's the kind of the backdrop for the song. It's about somebody's getting dressed up to take out the trash because they really can't interact with anybody. Um, and so that is it. Kind of that's like well, that's a weird topic to have, but that's what it is. And so we thought it was interesting idea, and we're just trying to pull it up now. It comes from the same album that we just talked about. The subs be satisfied tonight, and let's get into dressed up trash run.
Step back, you ready? Feel the new age flash. Make him think forward and then step back. Take a leap forward and go like that. And show it your flash. Just like Dad's old Cadillac. You know I'm a new age dad. I get dressed up, took up the trash. But stay home. You know you're more than drunk. I know this road goes. I don't wanna be no. Take a step forward, a step back. It's new age flash. I know I pop my Cadillac and get dressed up and take out the trash. Take a step forward, a step back. And go polish and take out my Cadillac. And know this new age fad. I get dressed up to take out the trash. I know I'm staying at home. I know and I'm not known. I stay where I wanna go. The road that I don't wanna know. I dress it all. Take a step forward, a step back. It's new age flash. And no, don't take cash. Get dressed up, take out the trash. Park my Cadillac for the tell time. And no, that shit look fine. And no, I know you look me in the eye. Stay got 6 feet back. I don't want the royal heart attack, but stay at 6 feet back. I get dressed up to take out the trash. It's a new age flash. Step one forward, step forward back. And no, doesn't like it like that. Please keep us 6 feet back. I know that you like it like that, but please stay 6 feet back. I know that you like it like that, but stay 6 feet back.
So that was Dressed Up Trash Run. And that was an interesting song. You know, it's a new wave vibe. It's kind of a funk vibe, and I was able to create that with the drummer from Another Mother, which is a Moog analog drum machine, and I was using it to create the percussive analog sound. And then I'm using a Moog grandmother to do the bass lines, along with a Moog Mother 32. So it's a totally analog track. Everything's in. Like it's like three different Moogs. It's a Moog grandmother, which is a modular synth with a keyboard. It's got two oscillators and an LFO. It's got the Moog DFAM, which is a two oscillator analog percussive synthesizer to create the original percussive beats. And then the Moog Mother 32, a single oscillator analog modular synthesizer, all tracked directly into a multi-track, the Zoom R20. And what I liked about it was, you know, it was able to, it's not something I put into a DAW. I kind of just put that together from a funk aesthetic and a new wave aesthetic and just put it down. And it's probably not something I could put into a DAW because it would try to do time corrections and all kinds of stuff. And I just had to play that to get the feel of it. And you can hear that it's got a lot of feel to it. It's got the kind of punk aesthetic. It's got a new wave aesthetic. It's got the industrial kind of beat. It's a mixture of a bunch of things, and that's the idea of expansive sound. So if you want to check out Fam Electric Ghost, you can check us out on all the streaming services that are out there. And we've got these links. The links that you see there will allow you to pick it up wherever you like to listen to music. So check out Fam Electric Ghost or Peg. And we do interviews typically during the week. We had 3 yesterday. So you can check out our podcast. So we're like a dual artist where you can find Fam Electric Goes the podcast on all streaming services, and you can find us as a musician on all streaming services. So you can get into whatever you want to with our interviews with therapists, uh, life coaches, shamans, musicians, authors, film directors, all kinds of people. So check us out, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you for listening to Phantom Electric Ghost.